What's going on, guys? It's Bob from Olympusiron, sitting down with some Fei yogurt, recording a voiceover, and seeing if, in fact, I can talk for 9 minutes straight, which we all know I can. We did back today. I actually worked out with my brother, and I worked out with Dan Daddy Mackler, who works at the gym, and you might have seen a couple videos as of late. I don't have a lot of training partners at this gym, so as always, my go-to is my brother, but it's been really nice training with Dan because Dan knows what he's doing. He's intense, and he's willing to learn. He's willing to try new things, and basically what I'm trying to say is not a bitch, which is half of this video is being made to address bitchery. But first, let me explain the video a little bit, is that we did a giant set at the beginning. I did the giant set that I showed you guys that I did with Spencer that day, which is Smith machine rows, but you're rowing to your like sternum, so it focuses more on the inside, like your rhomboids, and then you're gonna do a pullover, dumbbell pullover, and then you're gonna do a kettlebell row, bent over kettlebell row for your lats. With 3-second holds. But since you guys have already seen that, I figured I'd just start recording here. I ended up doing a muscle round, was my first set, just to really drive the blood in the muscle, get it working. And then what I ended up doing is going really heavy, and then right to a drop set to keep the intensity up. After a giant set, my back was like fried. So we decided to do 2 sets with the wide bar, and then we ended up doing 2 sets with the V bar just to hit different areas of the back. I feel like back is such a, hit it from all angles type of body part. And I really like to do that. And I can actually feel where, in my back where it hasn't been worked. And, oh, my lats aren't pumped enough. You got to hit the lats a little bit more. And that's how I do a lot of my workouts, is that I feel it out. And, at the end of this workout, I was like, all right, let's do some basically pull downs with the rope, and then let's do, we haven't done anything reverse grip, so let's do reverse grip cable. I feel like back really, machines lend themselves to a good back workout, because when you use machines, as much as I like using free weights and being part of a weightlifter is loving the free weights, I really feel like you can get a huge stretch with machines. Comment down below if you feel the same. I feel like you can get a huge stretch, and I feel like it's so much about stretch. I think Chris Jones put this in one of his latest videos. I think he said like stretch like 50 times in the video, but it was okay with me, because I feel like a lot of people don't even go all the way up and let their lats stretch or let their back stretch, and they basically are just pumping down, and they're wasting the best part of the exercise. If you guys don't know, the reason why we call my brother Atlas is because he has a huge ass fucking back. I will put a picture as the thumbnail. Actually, I'll put us training as the thumbnail, but let me I'll throw up a picture of my brother's back and my back somewhere in here, maybe like right after this. And he really, genetically, Arcans have big backs. I just, we can't get around it. But my problem really has been thickness in my back, and having, I have a shallow back, in my opinion. That's just my critique of myself. My brother has a thicker back, and I just feel like my width isn't my problem, is that my main problem is putting thickness onto my back. So I've been really trying to work into that, and doing less rowing movements, and still doing rowing movement, but a different angle. So less like really lat development, because I have thick lats. It's just I have a shallow back, So on to the next subject of this video, because when you do a voiceover this long, you got to make a couple subjects. So this is my next subject of the video. It's about being a beast in the gym, guys. Why is it that I look around the gym and I feel like I'm a lion in a herd of fucking antelope? And I don't want it to be like that. This gym isn't so bad. There's a lot of guys that know how to train. But knowing how to train and being intense about it, I don't know, maybe like I've been hanging around with Big J too long. Maybe I like the intensity too much, and maybe it's a little over the board. But sure, I have quiet workouts sometimes where I'm to myself, focused and stuff. But you still know, like, oh, that guy's intense. He's in the zone. He's like, this is his place. This is his throne. Like, he's about to conquer. Some of these guys, they're standing around. It's like a chat fest. And even when they don't have anyone to talk to, they're like on their phones. They're, dicking around on Twitter, on Instagram and shit. The only time I whip out my phone or my camera is to film for you guys. That isn't for me, that's for you guys. And that's to film a back workout, to film like whatever I'm doing. But like, sure, I'm guilty of talking in the gym if I haven't seen somebody. If Nick Wright strolls on into the gym, every once in a while, he doesn't usually go to the gym, but usually chills at that home gym. Poverty gym, Nick. Just kidding, I like your home gym. But when he comes in, I haven't seen him in a while, yeah, I'll chat a little bit. But all too often, I feel like I'm, the nail that's sticking out. And I shouldn't feel like that. There's so many people that say they train like a beast and preach beast mode. And I see all these posts on Instagram, beast mode on, like all this stuff. But why am I not fucking seeing it in the gym? Am I just going crazy? Is it just me being a pompous asshole? Is it just me thinking that I'm better than everyone else? That's not the case. I don't think I'm better than anybody. But I'll tell you, I try my fucking hardest when I go to the gym. And I'm always like a scientist trying to think of, maybe a bro scientist. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I'm always trying to think of a different way to destroy my back. Or, I have the sack to, after I squat 315, to drop the plates to 225 and squat some more, and then drop to 135 and do some pause sets, really to just destroy my legs. But do you have to be a little crazy to be like that? It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. If you're going to say you go beast mode, that doesn't mean, 2 minutes of rest time when you're doing your curls in the corner in front of the mirror. Like, to me, maybe I'm just going nuts, guys. What's your opinion on this? Should you limit your intensity? What should you do? I don't really know what the question is here. It's more or less just a rant of me saying that I'm sick and tired of feeling like I'm the only person. Like when I lift alone, I feel like I'm an outsider in the gym. That's why I try to be friendly to people, to kind of like bring them into the circle, like, spark some intensity for them. Maybe it's just people feeling uncomfortable in the gym. Maybe they're just not friendly and like they don't feel like they're comfortable. Because I know in Ultimate Fitness, the old gym that I used to work out at, everyone knew each other, so it was totally intense because everyone knew each other. I was never nervous about like grunting or anything in front of anyone because I didn't care because they weren't judging me. They knew me. This looked like two snakes facing each other. No, like his sweat marks looked like snakes on his back. That's why I did this. But the prime example is, one time I was talking to somebody after the gym when I was like sitting down, and another person came into the conversation and was saying how I was a nice guy, and I go, yeah, but I don't look like a nice guy when I work out. And she goes, no, you look like a nice guy. And then the woman that was next to her goes, no, he doesn't look like a nice guy when he works out. And that's just a prime example. Look like a beast when you're working out, but act like a gentleman. Be nice, be friendly. You don't have to be a dick. But when you work out, it has to be intense. You have to be in your own head, or at least I do. I have to be intense, and I feel like that gets me so much further in the gym. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure to thumbs up this video.